Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
We need to find Randomnews a girlfriend so he can stop playing in his basement.
Looks like we got under somebody's thin skin because your girl Kandis is back and she's ready to scam all of her subs out every dime they own. In this week's episode of Big Mad, episode 19, Kandis Starr, the Shady Charlatan. Now, if you can't tell by old Magneto's face right here, she's having a hard time. Because since YouTube started cracking down on a bunch of bullshit videos, they're getting hard out here for a grifter. And they banned your girl's channel for a few weeks. And she wasn't happy about that shit at all. And she came online to tell her subs all about it. Check it out.
A lot of my babes are asking me, why did I get banded?
What they should have been asking her is why she's saying banded and not banned.
I seen a few haters commenting saying, oh, it's because you be attacking Nicola Bully's family.
You know, the same way she attacks Kanika's mom and anybody else that calls on her bullshit.
But I posted a video saying, it's all about you now. We're next. Okay? And in that video, everything I'm about to say is not factual. Okay? So this is all just made up, okay?
I don't know why she's trying to say that shit now. We knew she was full of shit for years. YouTube just catching on.
I quoted a few statistics of the Amish people, and the actual WHO, Worldwide Health Organization, shut me down.
Nothing they would do to anybody that was spreading misinformation. And we all know spreading misinformation is something Kandis is great at.
Because it says YouTube does not allow content that poses serious risk of egregious harm by spreading medical misinformation. I personally don't feel like I was spreading misinformation. It was an actual study done.
A study that she just made shit up on because she can't comprehend what she reads.
Plus, I had firsthand experience with my own child. But I guess it's still misinformation, and our experiences with everything are just not true, you know? Even though I had the experience, I must just be completely delusional.
And by the end of this video, not only will you see she's delusional, but you'll see that she's a complete dumbass.
Because they said, no, nothing happened, okay? That was the first one. And they banned me for a week. I did my week, and I came back. I went to post that video. Here, I'll show you. As you see, it says, exposing Oprah's truth. I come down just one. There's the original video, and I tried to post it. I set it up for a premiere, and they banned me again.
Which is kind of what happens when you keep posting bullshit.
Why? Well, let's go see. Okay. So, a long time ago, I did a video on South Park and The Simpsons, and I said they're not predicting anything.
Kind of like Kandis when she does her readings.
We know it may be disappointing, but my content glorifies and incites acts of violence. What? Me? Of all people? No, it's an act of violence if you're looking at it from a weird perspective.
Or you just gotta be a weirdo if you believe anything this bitch puts out.
And that weird perspective would be like a narcissist and an empath, right? The empath sees through BS, and then the narcissist makes you apologize for it.
Coming from one of the biggest narcissists on YouTube.
I will not be speaking much of anything anymore. They don't want me to talk. I won't talk. I don't need to talk. Spirit will talk.
And when it does, hopefully it'll call her a whole goofy. But before we get to the main clip of the video, let's look at some of the shit she was putting out before she got banned. Your girl posted this video on UFO disclosure, but the only thing she ended up disclosing is the fact that she can't comprehend shit that she reads. And how TikTok just makes stupid people even dumber.
Hey babes, hello. So we have to talk like right now. So I did a video 22 hours ago yesterday, and it was a live.
More like it was a lie.
I think I figured out the agenda, the real agenda, and I'm in this video going to tell you the things that they did not tell you.
She's just not going to tell you who they are.
Okay, so I just found some incredible news, and I can't understand if this is really good news or really terrifying news.
If this dude ain't a crackhead, I don't know what is. And you can already tell by the mustache that he about to say something stupid.
Okay, check this out. This is what they're doing. Apparently, just for being a human, you're gonna get crypto and you're gonna get paid, okay, from the AI founder. So you have to basically scan your eye with this futuristic orb, and it stores your biometric data. Again, I don't know if this is amazing or terrifying, because it's trying to distinguish the fact if you're human or AI, and this is necessary apparently.
What did I say back in January? What Spirit revealed to me? They said they're trying to make people transhuman.
No, it just shows the Spirit is just as dumb as the people she's watching on TikTok. You see, the project they're talking about is called Worldcoin, and it's a cryptocurrency. And since AI came about, people can easily steal your crypto wallets just by using a picture of your face. So they created a system where people can't steal your identity online because they can't use AI to do it.
The organisers, Worldcoin, say that what they do is they use the orbs to get a scan of your iris, and then they use that to make a unique code that's responding to that iris, and that is the code that's put into a big database to check whether or not you've done it before and whether or not you are a verified human, and that the data is deleted instantly after that's been done.
And the other thing Kandis and the TikTok goofies didn't tell you is that this program is completely voluntary, meaning you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And judging by the size of these lines, I don't think most of these people are worried about it.
Synthetic. And they did. Once you took that MMR, whatever that is, A, whatever, you're synthetic.
Man, this woman can't be this fucking stupid. Now this goofy is trying to make ourselves believe that if you took the COVID shot, you're now a synthetic person, not knowing that if she just used Google, she would actually see what a synthetic person is. It's a computer-generated representation of a person, kind of like they do in video games. But this dumbass wants you to believe that a COVID shot will turn you synthetic. She also wanted you to believe that a COVID shot will turn you magnetic.
Okay, I'm on TikTok, right? And I keep seeing all these magnetic people, right?
And if you can't already tell, TikTok makes her look like a dumbass on a regular basis.
I'm fucking magnetic.
And if you think that's stupid, listen to what she said next.
Why? Guys, you hear how I breathe every day. I have 5G.
She really just said I have 5G. If you think that was dumb, the funniest part about the whole shit is the fact that everything she was talking about was based on a hoax. Emily from earlier, well, she invented the whole hoax as a joke for her sister. Check out what she had to say.
I messed up and I am apologizing. That was a 100% joke because my sister asked me if my arm after my vaccine was magnetic.
Pretty frantically, I tried to correct people, telling people that I licked the magnet. This is not true. I am so sorry. I did not mean to freak anybody out.
And the funniest part about that whole situation is that Kandis Starr never got the vaccine. So she was just over here grifting and looking like a dumbass.
And once you're synthetic and no longer organic, you can be patented. And once you can be patented, you are owned. Extra. You're now data.
And she took that word from the crackhead that got her looking like a dumbass right now.
The project's creators say this will become necessary to distinguish humans from AI bots as technology advances.
Now that line alone should have let everybody know that there's no conspiracy here. But this is TikTok, and everybody's a dumbass.
Okay, then right after that one, I came across this.
Trust, it's just going to be as dumb as the first video.
I'm going to tell you what they didn't tell you. I can imagine what they told you.
And you can tell by the hair hat that she's wearing right now that she's about to say something stupid.
We have had non-human contact for decades, that we have bodies that have been recovered from crash sites, and that there has been reverse engineering of these craft for quite some time. I had goosebumps.
All right, let's talk about it. So, she's saying that they're disclosing aliens. Woohoo, we knew this already, right? Long time ago, whatever. But what they're not telling you is how they did the reverse engineering on the spacecrafts.
Yeah, the woman is telling you that she's suffering from 5G as a disease. They're going to tell you how to reverse engineer a spacecraft.
They were able to reverse engineer, which means unbuild it, right? So that they can rebuild it. I said, previously, I said this.
Why aren't you trying to make it out like the spirit told her this shit or something? People have been talking about reverse engineering UFOs since Roswell happened.
Before they disclosed this, I said this previously. I also said that they've been had physical bodies of, physical bodies of aliens.
Yeah, her and every other UFO conspiracy theorist. Problem is, nobody's ever saw a body of one.
Spacecrafts that are coming, that have already been reversed and rebuilt, that are coming, is not the actual aliens that they are talking about.
And if you can't tell by the look on her face, she's about to say something stupid.
What is about to come is something that they took DNA samples from and started mixing it with other DNA samples and created a new one. That's what's coming. That's what you're gonna associate as demons. When you see them, you'll be like, holy shit, that's a demon.
Yeah, she didn't predict any of this shit. The spirit just told her to go watch Netflix and go look up Prometheus. Something you could do too to see everything that she just said.
True story. Anyways.
All
Next.
it took was 8 minutes of me reading a script on camera for Synthesia to create my synthetic talking head.
Now you're gonna love this. Watch how this dumbass just debunks herself in real time.
Complete with my gestures, head and mouth movements. Another company, Descript, used AI to create a synthetic version of my voice. This is Bill Whittaker's synthetic voice with my cadence, tenor.
All this just came to me since 20 minutes.
Because since she doesn't have a job, she spent all morning watching TikTok just so she can come online and act like she knows something.
Syncopation. This is the result. The words you're hearing were never spoken by the real Bill into a microphone or to a camera. He merely typed the words into a computer and they come out of my mouth. It may look and sound a little rough around the edges right now, but as the technology improves, the possibilities of spinning words and images out of thin air are endless.
Now, since this dumbass just showed you that, she should have understood that since right on the screen it says Synthetic Media 2024, that this is the reason why the Worldcoin has to use your eye scan. Because people can just make a fake human of you and just use it to steal your shit. But you got this dumbass who doesn't comprehend what a synthetic human is, telling her subscribers that you're synthetic once you take a COVID shot. What a goofy.
Synthetic. And they did. Once you took that MMR, whatever that is, A, whatever, you're synthetic.
And if she's this stupid, her followers must be complete dumbasses.
This one is crazy. It's about that movie, they Cloned Tyrone. And she 100 on it.
And by it, she means crack. And you're about to see what I mean.
Here we go.
Y'all, I'm Inspector Gadget up in this.
More like Inspector Ratchet.
Look at this. Look at it. Now, do you see this movie? Oh, let's get into it. If you ain't watched this movie yet, I suggest you click off because I need to go into detail about the events that happened. Y'all know, when I put my 2 cents in on movies, it gets deep. But they have some psychological mind control cloning situations going on.
And when you can't distinguish real life from a movie, then you're a moron.
Main character Fontaine, he's a drug dealer in the neighborhood. He had beef and he ended up getting shot, and let's just say the ops emptied the whole clip. Wakes up the next day like everything is just normal. Now these two saw him get shot. He woke up the next day like he was totally fine. I thought it was like the day was just reoccurring every day, but that's not the case because he messed around and found out he's a clone.
And wait till you see where these dumbasses are going with this.
We gonna get to the Michael Jackson part, just wait. In the place where they found the clone, they found this warehouse with all the cereal brands, all of the perms, the juices, everything, chicken, all distributed by them.
Excuse her, she's having one of her goofy spasms again. It's a side effect of the 5G.
We didn't talk about it.
Y'all tell me why Jamie Foxx is the...
Excuse me. Hustle. It's always you.
You're looking at one frustrated fraud.
producer of that Cloned Tyrone. Now I see why he been extinct.
I said that the other day.
And since Jamie Foxx is alive and well riding on a boat right now, I guess you could say you're looking at the face of 2 whole goofies.
So the whole original goal is that they wanted to turn melanated black people into white people, and they wanted to
Go ahead.
do this over 5 generations. Now
Boom. They already did that once.
You're looking at the face of a whole jackass.
Maybe twice. It's called my hubby would know this better, but the 400-year process. I don't know if he'd talk to me about it. He don't like giving information out. He feels basically like people aren't ready to hear the truth.
More like he doesn't want to be involved with her bullshit.
Let me go in the room. Hold on, let me see if I can get him to talk about it. Hold on.
Uh-oh, this should be good.
Okay, so it's not the 400-year process. He said it's the... Yeah, can you talk a little louder though, so they can hear you? He said the 600-year process. And what is that? What? Bad timing? Oh my God.
Like I said, you dude don't want no parts of this.
Just explain to him what the lady said about the 5 generations trying to turn them white. He says it's impossible.
It's because she miscomprehended what he told her. And if you want to read up about it, you can just search this on Google.
Sorry about that. He was relaxing.
More like he told her to go find something to do.
Kanye West was cloned also.
Did you guys see the thing where Disney admitted cloning all their child actors?
You're looking at the face of a whole goofy, and at this point you would think Spirit would tell your girl to quit watching TikTok. So let's see who gave your girl this groundbreaking information.
Cyrus from scratch.
Right.
Well, we're going to find out exactly how it's done right now, because joining us live from the Disney lab is one of their lead geneticists, Dr. Andrew Rourke. Welcome, Dr. Rourke. There's quite an operation you've got going on out there.
Thanks, Jim.
So the stars that we see on TV are actually grown right here?
That's correct. They're grown and developed here. We engineer their brains for advanced singing and dancing capabilities, even posing for photos. By the time they grow to desired size, these child stars are fully ready for the camera or the concert tours or whatever Disney chooses to put them in.
That is simply amazing. Now, how long does it take to actually create a star from scratch?
Well, not very long at all.
Now, people with common sense knows full well that was bullshit. And I shouldn't have to tell you that. But for Kandis' subscribers, I'll break it down to them since they're just as dumb. You see, some dumbass on TikTok posted this video, not knowing that the video was made by the Onion News Network, a satire network that specializes in making fake articles and parody newscasts like the one you just watched that was put out in September of 2008. But she's on here trying to make her subscribers think the shit really happened because she's a dumbass.
Every time Kanye West kept breaking his MK Ultra, what did they do? Kept putting him back in the hospital. It's the same thing with these rappers. They end up having a fight.
Most rappers, I believe, are like AI.
This bitch should believe anything as long as it's said through TikTok.
Court cases and for charges that just keep piling up. So now, what you think about all of this? They cloned Tyrone.
Oh my God! Hasso, stop fighting Bougie.
You're looking at a mad ass Goofy. Now, after making a fool out of herself for a couple hours and playing ourselves for dumbasses, she decided to take a break. But then she came back with another conspiracy, and it was just as dumb as the first one.
I wanted to talk to you just so that we could get the big picture. So, August 7th, right here, I did a reading for Oprah. Now, Oprah was on my mind for about a good month and a half.
More like Oprah's been in the news for over a month and a half, getting backlash from everybody. And Kandis found a good opportunity to make some money.
Now, the only reason why I didn't do her reading right away...
Here's her excuse to make it look like she's not clout chasing, seeing as how she didn't do a reading on Oprah before, but she's choosing to do it now that it's popular.
...was because every time I would do something, like go to do something for her reading, I was stopped.
That's not a shady ass face, I don't know what is. And don't expect her to give you the reason why she was stopped.
So I take that as a sign, like, okay, there's more information that needs to come in before I can put the information out.
Meaning she had to wait for a bunch of conspiracy theorists and dumbasses to go on TikTok and give her the information that she can come spread to her fans.
2 weeks ago, I did a video. Its title is basically what they didn't tell you about these UFOs, okay? And at the very end, I told you, it was basically, I don't want to say it out loud, only because I am a target at the moment.
Or she's just a clout-chasing liar. But don't worry, her subscribers will buy this bullshit.
So, if you watch that video, you'll see what I said, okay? And what I said has happened to Maui.
Again, you can tell by the look on her face she's about to say something stupid.
The big O, okay, fits with Maui is because she has a mansion over there and it wasn't touched.
And you can already tell your girl been watching TikTok again.
Okay, so it literally says miscoding, biochips, and in the video I said I don't know what that would be, but now I do.
Well, since you all got to watch that entire video already, you already know your girl full of shit.
Shocking? You mean like lightning shocking? Like a laser beam?
Now right here, Kandis's audience needs to ask themselves, why would the spirit that always tells her all this truth let her come over here and look like a dumbass? But let's let her continue.
It's true. Ops win. Look, that was from one of the readings.
And the fact that she wants her audience to think that the spirit she talked to uses words like ops is fucking hilarious.
Now we also did true crime. We did the true crime for the big O as well, and it came out very shocking.
What, you think it was going to come out any other way? How else does she keep an audience?
We're going to do the ITC, and maybe I'll add some clips of things just to show you the proof.
Meaning she's just going to show you all the dumbass TikTok videos she watched and bring it to this conclusion.
Just when you think it can't get deeper, it gets deeper. So don't be shocked if it gets too out of control and there's too many conspiracies, right? Basically what they're gonna end up doing is feeding into it and just be like, yeah, this was an alien attack and we didn't want to scare you guys.
This is the only goofy you're ever gonna hear say Maui was attacked by aliens.
Vinay Kanika.
And the fact that she's still clout chasing on Kanika's name after her mother told her to stop is fucking ridiculous.
Hey, can we talk? I want to know about Oprah Winfrey. Dark light. Oh my god.
And your brain would really have to be the size of a peanut if you believe any of this bullshit.
Why didn't her house burn down with everybody else's?
What's his pain?
So I guess these spirits she's talking to must be in the conspiracies too. Because Oprah wasn't the only person who didn't lose her house. A bunch of residents kept their houses as well.
What caused the Maui fires?
An experience.
The light.
These spirits are really riding this laser thing, aren't they?
I said, what caused it? Is it a light? And there's actual video footage of that light. Oh my god.
And at this point, you should already know that she got everything she's saying from TikTok. So let's go see what dumbass got your girl out here looking like a moron today.
Oprah Winfrey owns 1,000 acres of land in Maui where the wildfires are raging. Paradise lost.
And as you can see, Kandis doesn't get her info from any spirit, Vinny, or Kanika. She gets it from the spirit of TikTok.
This is one of the DEWs, okay? Dual energy weapon. These are mobile. They fly.
Too bad they don't shoot laser beams like he's trying to make you believe. This is what they actually do.
Successfully tested a laser turret that would allow near supersonic planes to surround themselves with a 360-degree defensive laser shield.
Nowhere does it say it shoots laser beams at anybody. And the laser weapons that we currently have are all ground-based because they're made to shoot down enemy jets and drones from the ground. The equipment's way too heavy to put on a plane.
At sea, the U.S. Navy already has an operational laser weapon aboard the USS Ponce. To be effective, fighter jet lasers will have to be smaller and lighter than ground-based lasers. They'll have to be accurate despite the G-forces, vibrations, and speed that come with air combat.
But this dumbass got Kandis, her followers, and her spirits looking like a bunch of whole goofies.
They drive. They move around. Here's some more screenshots.
See, now the only reason Kandis came online talking about laser beams, and the only reason she made that dumbass spirit box section, where the ghost just happened to start talking about laser beams is because they looked at these pictures right here. Pictures that aren't from Maui and were from years ago.
Photos and videos are being misrepresented on social media to spread conspiracy theories that the Maui wildfires were caused by a weapon. This is an AP fact check. This photo was shared as supposed proof that a directed energy weapon or laser was used to start the blaze from the sky. But that photo is from 2018 and shows a flare from an oil refinery in Ohio. And if you've seen this video, it actually shows an explosion of transformers and power lines in Louisiana in 2018. Additionally, we spoke with an expert who told us that lasers from directed energy weapons are invisible to the naked eye, and the weapons that could even do this kind of damage require huge amounts of power and can't be launched in space. So no, a weapon did not cause the fires in Maui. What we do know is authorities say the cause remains under investigation, but a dry summer and hurricane winds fanned the flame.
Now what Kandis followers have to ask themselves is, why is Spirit telling Kandis anything about a laser beam that has nothing to do with a forest fire? Because she's a fucking fraud. Now, since YouTube decided to ban your girl for misinformation, that Kanika cash started to dry up, and your girl needed a way to get paid. So she decided to have a grifting session, a spirit session, where she started doing rapid fire readings for all of her subscribers. And when you see the amount of money these gullible fools throw at this fraud for lying to them, you'll see why I say that her audience is completely brain dead.
Allegedly. Everything's allegedly, okay? When I read your cards and I get it right, that's a coincidence, okay?
Something I've been telling you guys since the first video I made on this fraud. But since YouTube threatening to take away that Kanika cash, she got no problems with saying her shit's fake now.
I'm scared to say anything anymore, so everything's alleged. Even your personal experiences are alleged.
And they would have to be, since she's never met anybody in our audience in person. Never mind the fact that she's just a fraud.
Like, I may have been banned on YouTube, but I was also going through some stuff.
And this is what Kandis does before every grift. She comes up with some sad story to get her audience all buttered up. That way the donations come in fast.
And right now, I'm literally mourning.
She forgot to come up with a lie, so she's just gonna say something stupid.
A person for the second time, if that makes sense.
It doesn't.
That's still alive.
She's mourning somebody that's still alive. You're looking at the face of a whole goofy.
I'm not okay. I'm very honest. I'm not okay, but I'm here.
We knew she wasn't okay when she came on here and told us that the ghost of her abusive ex-boyfriend and Kanika Jenkins were her spirit guides.
I say I'm okay. I'm okay. Because I'm still here in the physical. I'm okay. But I'm not okay.
And if that's not the laugh of a psycho, I don't know what is.
We are doing readings. There's no set amount that you have to send.
Yeah, and at this point, you know she's desperate, because she'll take whatever she can get.
You don't have to send $22.22.
Since the recession, your girl got the spirits working for half price.
I prefer you don't use the PayPal, only because I don't have my other phone in here. It's still in my office.
Yeah, conveniently. The reason she doesn't want them using PayPal, because PayPal takes a fee, you gotta wait.
But Cash App and Super Chats are fine. Whatever you can donate, and I will give you your reading.
More like she's about to take a bunch of gullible dumbasses for their money.
They set me back. Very much so. So now I gotta get on my grind.
And if you run over to her channel right now, you'll see that your girl has been milking her audience for over 8 hours at this point.
I don't like it, but they have like a little super chat. I don't like it because they take like 35% of a super chat. So if you send me $1, I'm only getting a couple cents.
And since she got Vinny and Kanika on her payroll, your girl's practically going broke.
And I don't get it until the following month. But if you wanted to use Cash App...
See what I mean? That's why she said...
I prefer you don't use the PayPal, only because I don't have my other phone in here. It's still in my office.
Because she's trying to get that Kanika cash ASAP.
Everything's alleged.
Now, if somebody came up to you in real life and told you to give them some money so they can lie to you, you probably wouldn't give it to them. Because you have common sense. Unlike the people in Kandis Starr's audience.
Alright. Spirit is saying, Miss Harris, that you are overworked and stressed. You feel like there's an imbalance. I feel that way too. And I haven't worked in a whole month.
What is she talking about? She hasn't worked since she's been on YouTube. She doesn't have a job.
Who actually...
And there's another perfect example of why she doesn't have a job.
You could use the super...
And legend has it, every time you hear that chime, another dumbass got their wings.
So I don't know if this is your actual mother coming through. If it sounds like her. Let me see what this one is. She's giving you the right to use your power.
Now, when she plays on the emotion of her subscribers, while going after their dead relative trying to claim that she's talking to them, it's pretty fucked up. So that's when I've decided to ask a question on my own. But your girl wasn't too happy about that.
She's giving you the right to use your power. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Random. You don't need to be here. Why are you even here?
Your girl blocked me real quick. And since Kanika's a spirit guide, she could have just asked Kanika to answer the question, right?
Look at all these narcissists popping up. Aw, so cute.
And as usual, when you call the frauds out on their bullshit, they never answer the question to defend what they said. They just go on the attack.
Random don't have a girlfriend, so he stalks my page and he stays in the basement with all of my pictures.
Yeah, I do. I keep pictures like the one you're seeing right now on my wall to ward off evil spirits.
Alright, let me get to this. I'm sorry.
Now, Kandis has been trying to keep her audience from knowing who I am forever now. That's why she never says my name. But the fact that she just had to acknowledge me on live really got to her. Because she knows that most of those people are going to come over to my page and hate on me. But they're going to have to watch what I said about her. And some of them are going to wake up.
Hi, Brittany. Spiritual or general? You're welcome, Belinda. We need to find Randomnews a girlfriend. So he can stop playing in his basement.
Yeah, we need to find this bitch a job so she can quit playing psychic.
Look at my little stalker. So adorable. Not physically, obviously.
Well, I guess Spirit must have told her that since she doesn't know what I look like. Meanwhile, she on here looking like Mr. Magoo with a wig on.
I'm sorry, Brittany. Did you ever tell me? Oh, I pick? Okay. Give you a little bit of both. And then you can all show Randomnews how on point I really am.
This is coming from the same person that told you.
Kanika has actually asked me many times to write a book and put it all together.
She also told you that she traveled to the afterlife and gave Kanika a blanket.
You're cold. I know, Kanika, baby. You didn't get the blankets I gave you last night?
And let's not forget the time she tried to sell her gullible-ass audience a set of tarot cards that she claimed she put the spirit of Vinny and Kanika into.
This is the official Kandis Starr tarot deck. I touched each card. I programmed it. Only Vinny and Kanika can be spirit guides.
And with shipping by DeadX, you'll get the ghosts of Kanika, Jenkins, and Vinny delivered right to your door in speedy fashion. And the fact that her audience buys into all of this bullshit leads me to believe that they're even slower than old Magneto over here.
Oh, they know I'm the real deal.
When people are the real deal, they stick to what they say and they don't go back on it. Like when they say they're psychic. They don't then come online and start going.
Allegedly.
Just because they're scared of losing monetization. That's what frauds do. And you're looking at one right now.
See, the thing is, right? People always say I'm a fake. I'm fucking magnetic.
Because they got common sense.
So, the people that say, oh, you're a fake, you're a fraud, it's because they're not willing to have their dirty deeds put out there. Hello. Can I get an amen?
What she needs to get is a job and a psychiatrist. Because she's like the biggest tragedy pimp on this whole site. And the fact she's been running this Kanika Jenkins grift since the day that she died. And Kanika still hasn't told you who killed her or anything yet. It's kind of crazy that her audience doesn't even call her on the bullshit. Because like I said, they're a bunch of dumbasses. But with that, that's why I'm going to end this episode. I hope you had a good time. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to help the channel out, hit the Cash App for your boy. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
She got you to buy into her EVPs. She even got some of you to buy into her music. Now she's about to give you the opportunity to buy into something Kanika and you have all been waiting for.
Kanika has actually asked me many times to write a book and put it all together.
and she's finally put it all together in one hardback book, which you can purchase for just $19.95.